If you would like to ask questions today, please raise your hand. Sip Pankaj, Sip Raju, Sip Shanmugam, Sip Sudeep, Sip Girish, Sip Chandra, and there are Sip Eru, Sip others who are joining the call. I still see people, many people joining the call. Administrator, there are many people on the out just trying to join. Let us get started. Do you project today's subject? Yeah. Okay. So today is Friday evening, and we have an interesting subject because the year is just about to be over tomorrow. 1 year has gone by. Are you going to let another year escape? 1 year has gone by. Please put up the image for a few seconds more if you can. So the point is that life is escaping. So today's subject is 1 year has gone by. 2022 over, gone. And are you going to let another year pass by? 2023. Today is 30th. Tomorrow is 31st. Thank you, Administrator. So today I am going to talk to you, and then in 30 minutes, then we are going to have a session of, first we are going to have a talk, and then we are going to have a question and answer session. So my dear friends, the year 2022 is over. What have you been able to achieve in 2022? What have you been able to reach? Where have you been able to reach? Have you been able concretely, in any concrete manner, where have you been able to come to a point, and do you feel I have reached a particular place? Where have you reached? Today, I am asking you to stop. I'm asking you to reflect. Before 2022 becomes 2023. Today, you will still write 30th December 2022. Tomorrow, you'll write 31st December 2023. 1 year has passed. Most of you have been on this Zoom call for 1 year and more. Most of you. Some of you have been here for 2 years, more than 2 years. And I want to know from you, where have you evolved? How much have you evolved? How much have you grown? What have you learned? This is my subject of today. Have you been able to spiritually grow? Have you been able to progress? So today is a call of introspection. Today is not just a talk. Today, I want you to introspect. Where did you start? Do you even know? Did you have made notes? Where were you 1st January 2022? Did you make a note? Where have you reached? And if you have not made a note, at least you will make a note tomorrow. When 1st January starts, will you make a note for the next year? Or will you let 1 more year pass by? What are you planning to do in 2023? You know, when my guru told me on the Buddha Purnima day of 2012, he told me, go on a talash. I said, yeah, I'll go. Then 2013, Buddha Purnima, he asked, how much have you progressed in your talash? And I was looking at him like this and said, I have not done anything. I have not done anything. So, are you going to let this year escape? Are you going to let the 2023 escape? Are you going to let your life escape? Are you going to let your life escape? My dear friends, this is my challenge. In the song I write here, I have written a song. It says, जो भी आता उसको है जाना, सबको है मरना, क्यों है जीना, क्यों यहाँ आया, मकसद है क्या इस जीवन का, मरने से पहले एहसास होना, हम तो है आत्मा, मुक्ति पाना, वापस ना आना, मुक्ति पाके प्रभु से एक होना. How many of us realize this? We are not living as Atma, we are living as the mind. That's why we let it grind us. It makes us chutney. You know, chutney, Bliss will not understand chutney. Chutney means makes us into, smash us into powder. Huh? So the point is, जीवन का मतलब ना समझते यूं ही ये खजाना गवाते प्रभु को इंसान पा सकता, पर वो संसार में डूब जाता। इंसान का एक ही मकसद है, मुक्त होके प्रभु को है पाना। संसार की माया में फंस के प्रभु को इंसान भूल जाता। मानव जन्म ये अनमोल है, मानव जन्म ये अनमोल है। इस जन्म को हमें ना गवाना। जो भी आता उसको है जाना, सबको है मरना। 2022 को है जाना, 2023 आना। Will the time wait for you, my dear friends? Will the time wait for you? Your life has gone by, my life has gone by, not just the year. That's why, for me, at least a new year has a meaningful, a purposeful existence. Every year, I make a poster for many, many years. This is my 2023 poster. What does it say? AiR in 2023. Live as a yogi in Satchidananda. And what I have to do every year for the last 25 years, I have posters like this. Every year. So I'm showing you what has. So you have to have your own mission for the year. If you don't have it, the year will pass by. The year will not wait. So my point to you, not year has gone by, life has gone by. How old are you? Ask yourself the question, how old are you? How many years have you lived? What have you spiritually achieved? What do you plan to achieve? Do you just want to be like 99% of the people, live and die and suffer? Or do you want to live as the Atma? It is not easy. Most people are just chasing success. Most people want desires and they want to be happy from the world of pleasures and possessions and people. Can you be happy? Can you be happy as a pop, as a prisoner of pleasure and possession and people? Can you be happy? You can get momentary happiness, but you cannot attain the state of Satchidananda. You cannot live like a yogi. You cannot live in consciousness. This is your challenge, my dear friends. दुनिया सफलता की खोज में है, इंसान संसार के भोग में है। हम सोचते हैं सुख इसी में है, पैसों में है और नाम शोहरत में है। इनके पीछे हम दिन रात भागते हैं, इच्छाओं में जीवन बिताते हैं। प्रभु के योग में न जीते व्यर्थ जीते, जीवन गवाते. I lost 25 years. I'm telling you, I don't feel shy to tell you, I lost 25 years. It's not that we all have to go through that. But the sooner I was lucky. At 40, I shut down. At 48, I was able to reach that state of realization. I was enlightened with the truth. And some people say, oh, enlightenment, big word. It's not a big word. It's a simple thing. You realize the truth, you are enlightened. You're not liberated. Many gurus will tell you, kya badi badi baat karte ho, big talk, you're enlightened, what you're enlightened. The moment you realize the truth, you have all the realizations, you are enlightened. In this Zoom call, many people are enlightened. Many people. How many are liberated? I don't know. If I look at all my masters here, all the Gyanis, whoever I call you all Gyanis, all of you, you are all enlightened. You are enlightened with the truth. Are you liberated? I don't know. Do you even realize where are you in this journey? Because time is passing. Life is passing. It will soon be over. And we are thinking time is passing. You know, most people, what they think, oh, I am standing here and 2022 comes like one train and goes. 2023 comes like one train and goes. Actually, time is not passing. Time is still. We are passing. Time is like a highway. You are thinking you're sitting in the car and the road is passing. No, the road is not passing. The road is there only. The car is passing. We have to understand our time. Time doesn't tick. Our life is ticking. Our life is getting over. We have an opportunity of enlightenment. Are we going to realize this golden opportunity? You know, my dear friends, I often tell people, our life is like a car. And Blico will know about this. In India, it's not so famous. It's called rent a car. In India, we don't rent a car so much. Abroad, wherever I go, when I go to Switzerland, Finland, Iceland, I rent a car. What do? You take a car for a few days. Then you reach your destination, then you give back the car. Our body is like a car. We rent the body. We are getting the body for so many years. Why? The car takes us to the destination. Our body takes us to the destination. If we fail to use the body to reach the goal, time over. If the rental of the car is over, in the rental car, you can say, I'll pay you money, sir. I want 2 more days car. Body, can you say? Prabhu, I want 2 more years. I want body. Can you give me body for 2 more years? Can we say? We cannot say. When death will knock at the door, when the whistle will blow, it's time to go. Then you cannot say slow, 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 slow. You cannot tell slow, slow, because it's time to go, my dear friends. Either we will realize the truth and be liberated, united with God, or if we are ignorant, we will return to earth and a rebirth. You know, with all of us, my dear friends, we have only 2 options. We have no 3 options. We have only 2 options. You know that? Option 1, we will come back to earth in rebirth. And option 2, we will be liberated and we'll be united with God. What is my goal? My goal is to help everybody on option 2, to overcome ignorance, to realize the truth, and not to be reborn. And this will go on and on and on, and we will suffer again and again and again. My goal is to help those who come on this call to grow tall in the spiritual subject of liberation. As I told you, when I look at the screen, I see Ashok Chotwani, Girish, Bliko, Sudeep has lost his picture. But if I see all the people who are here from a long time, I see Eru, I see Rajesh, I see Bliss, I see so many people on the call, Rekha Parwani, and I see so many of you. I'm not reading out all the names because I can't see you, Parvati Amma, Girish. If I see Chidanand, you're all enlightened. Why I'm reading some names? From what I can see, people are enlightened. But the point is, there are many new people. Like I see Veena, Vinita, Tina, new people. And some people don't talk, so I can't make out. If Pankaj doesn't talk, I can't make out how much enlightened Pankaj is. But he's there on the call every day. So the chances are he is enlightened, but I don't know. I can't say. Only when people speak. So my dear friends, this Zoom call is 100% going to enlighten people. Not 99%. I can tell you 100%. If some of you don't agree, let's discuss it. But as I told you, enlightenment is not the goal. The goal is to escape from the cycle of samsara. We have to pass through and escape from the cycle of death and rebirth. So this year, stop, make a plan. What are you going to do in the next 1 year? By the end of this year, before the end of this year, you should tell me, I am liberated. AiR, I am liberated. I am mukt. I have become a Jivan Mukta. I have become a Sthit Pragya. You know, Sthit Pragya means you're able to still your mind. You're able to kill your mind. Even though there's a storm, there may be a storm in your head, but you're not dead. Because the mind is not able to kill you because you still it. You still, otherwise the mind will kill you. Kill the mind before the mind kills you. I'm just finishing the 2nd edition of the book. The mind is a rascal. The mind is a rascal. So my dear friends, what do you achieve? What are you planning to achieve in 23? Where do you plan to reach spiritually? Ask me today. Tell me today. Do you know where you are, who you are, where in life you want to go? Are you going in the right direction? Some of us are going around in cycles, in circles. Some of you are just going around in circcles. Some of you want liberation, but you are clinging like the man on top of the tree, clinging and saying, "Bachao, bachao, bachao, bachao." Arey, tum cling kar rahe ho. So whether it is ignorance, whether it is attachment, whether it is the mind, whether it is the ego, what is holding you back? Today, I'm trying to help you to plan the next year. The greatest gift we have is time, 1 year. Do you thank God? Do you count your blessings? Do you say, Prabhu, Sip, thank you for 2022? But if you did not use the 2022, then you not waste your time, you waste your life. Don't think you waste your time. Nobody here can get more than 14, 40 minutes in a day, my dear friends. Nobody can get more than 365 days in the year. Nobody can get more years in a life. You know, my favorite poem when I was not AiR, my favorite poem when I was not AiR was, life is just a minute. I don't know if I have told you all in this call. I'm not sure if I told you all in this call. Life is just a minute, only 60 seconds in it. Forced upon you, can't refuse it. Didn't seek it, didn't choose it. But it's up to you to use it. You must suffer if you lose it. Give an account if you abuse it. Just a tiny little minute, but eternity is in it. It's my favorite poem. Before I became AiR, I used to tell people, don't waste time. You know what it means? Life is made up of minutes. You know, minute has a lot of time. You sit quietly for 1 minute, you will come to know how much time is there in a minute. Life is just a minute, only 60 seconds in it, forced upon you, can't refuse it. Didn't seek it, didn't choose it, but it's up to you to use it. You must suffer if you lose it. Give an account if you abuse it. Just a tiny little minute, but eternity is in it. Your whole life is made up of minute and minute and minute and minute. Some people say, 1 sec, I'm coming, 1 sec. 1 sec, you can't do anything. 1 sec is gone. Before you say 1 sec, it's gone. So my dear friends, 2023 is coming to an end. The only gift greater than time, there's one gift we have which is greater than time. You know what that gift is? The greatest gift I told you is time, but there's one gift greater than time. The greatest gift is time, and the greater than the greatest gift is the gift of human birth. Because the gift of the human birth, we have come to earth. You know, imagine we had 4 legs. I don't know how many of you even imagine. If you imagine we were like this and we are walking on 4 legs. Huh? Now our head is up. Head, heart, stomach, genitals. We are standing like this. Animals are like this. The head, the heart, the stomach, all in one line. And if you become like that, you know what will happen? Then you don't use your head, means you don't use your intellect. Then your heart and your stomach is as important as your head. Buddhi doesn't work. And for an animal, the buddhi doesn't work, my dear friends. And therefore, I wrote a beautiful song. Let me sing that song first. And then let me come back. Huh? The song I wrote it recently because my favorite song. In the song I wrote, मर जाऊंगा एक दिन जो मैं फिर क्या होगा वापस नहीं आना है मुझे ना आत्मा हूं मैं परमात्मा से मुझको मिलना यही मकसद है मेरे नाम घर लौटूं भीख ये मांगू मैं पूजा करने तू देना मेरे नाम ऐसा ना हो जाए मुझको नाथ हाथ जोड़ ना पाऊं मेरे नाथ घर में लौटूं तो मानव बनाना नाथ चार पैरों पे ना तड़पाना, मेरे नाम, मेरे नाम, मेरे नाम. Did you understand? Oh Lord, my first prayer is don't let me come back to earth. I don't want a rebirth. I want the Atma to become one with Paramatma. But my second prayer, if ever I have to come back, don't give me 4 legs, give me only 2 legs, so I can pray to you. Because if you give me 4 legs, I will never get mukti even in the next janma. You know, my dear friends, it's very important for us to pray. How much time do you give to prayer every day? Do you pray to SIP? Do you connect with SIP? Are you in yoga? Very important to be in yoga. Because if you're not in yoga, then there's no difference between you, me, and 4-legged animal. The dog, the cat, the horse, the tiger, the elephant, they can't pray with hands folded. We don't know the ability to pray of an animal, right? We are unable to make that out. But the fact is that the human birth is priceless. Human birth is a great treasure and we must value it. My dear friends, it's very sad. Most people say, oh, kya kar raha hai yaar? Hey, time pass, yaar, time pass. Kya kar raha hai? Time pass. Nowadays, what's the latest time pass? Reels. The reels puts us on wheels. What happens? I don't know what this reel business is actually. I am not into it still. But you ask anybody, they'll say, I'm busy with the reels. The reels puts you on wheels and your time is gone because you are on your knees. You are on your kneel because you kneel because you are so caught in thought in this so-called pleasure, and time is gone. There was a man, a king met a man, very poor man. But this poor man met the king because the poor man saved the king's life. King was going to die. King went on horses. The king fell down and he got bleeding. You know, these kings used to go alone in the horse. So this poor man, he picked up the king and he saved the king. And the king was very pleased. And the poor man was asked by the king, what do you want? The poor man said, I have nothing. Whatever you give me, you give me. So the king gave him a whole farmland, for huge land of sandalwood trees. He gave him a land of sandalwood trees. And what the king thought, he will cut this chandan ka ped, he will cut these sandalwood trees and he will become a rich millionaire. He will become a rich man. So time passed, 1 or 2 years passed, and the king, he was going riding and he passed by this poor man and he asked this man, how are you? The man said, he showed the king the entire farmland. He had cut it and burnt it like wood. He sold it like ordinary wood. And the king told him, I gave you sandalwood. The king told, I gave you sandalwood. You have cut this like ordinary logs and you have sold it in the price of log. That's why you're poor. What the story is making us understand, God has given us human birth. And we are cutting this chandan ka zindagi. Chandan ki zindagi, right? We are cutting this chandan ki zindagi. And we are making it like kutte ki zindagi. Instead of living like a chandan ki zindagi, we are living like kutte ki zindagi. Then what will happen? What do you expect, my dear friends? We are trying to run after happiness. We don't know the meaning of happiness. We are trying to run after pleasure. Pleasure is not happiness. Pleasure will come and go. But you want a state of contentment, of fulfillment, of enlightenment. You want liberation from misery on earth. You want to attain the divine. You want Satchit Anand. I wish I can make you yearn for the divine. For me, my life is just this, my dear friends. I made money, I made a lot of money, success, everything done. What do I seek now? Nothing. But I seek God. So when I have to sing, what do I sing? Shayad? What do I sing? You know, Shayad? I say, Apne paas Prabhu tu mujhko le lo, दुनिया की माया से मन मेरा भर गया है अपने पास प्रभु, तू मुझको ले लो। दुनिया की माया से मन मेरा भर गया है, खुशियों के पीछे भागता मैं, खुशी मैं हूं न जानू ये, सब कुछ मिला, सब कुछ मिला, फिर भी खुश ना हो, तमन्ना और कुछ मिल जाए, तेरे पास आऊं, तेरे पास आऊं, इच्छाएं पूरी हो जाए, तुझसे जीने का हर मकसद पूरा हो जाए, अपने पास प्रभु तू मुझको ले लो। दुनिया की माया से मन मेरा भर गया है, भर गया है, भर गया है। Are you grateful? I'm grateful. We are all blessed. We are on this Zoom call every day. Do we realize this blessing? Are we grateful? I am grateful. All of you come and give me your blessings on a daily basis. I am grateful because of you. SIP speaks through me. Every call is making me evolve. You know, I'm admitting to you, every Zoom call I come to you, I learn something. Every day I learn something because SIP is on the call. SIP has been present on every call. You know it. We don't know the answers. SIP comes and gives the answers. But what is the use if we come on this call and if it's just entertainment? It's not entertainment. This call is not just time pass or good entertainment. This call must help us evolve. We must move forward. We must reach one step closer to God. We must reach mukti, moksha, liberation, unification. I hope we will. I hope you and me together we will. And I'm reminding you this on the eve of the new year. Tomorrow is the new year eve. 1 year gone. Are you going to be reborn? And is it going to go on and on? Or are you going to be liberated and united with the divine? My dear friends, how often you've heard me singing this favorite song of mine? How often you heard me? And do you know the words and do you follow these words? This is one of my favorite songs. What does it say? मौत सबको आनी है, कौन इससे छूटा है, तू फना नहीं होगा ये ख्याल झूठा है, सांस टूटते ही सब रिश्ते टूट जाएंगे, बाप माँ बहन बीवी बच्चे छूट जाएंगे, तेरे जितने हैं भाई वक्त का चलन देंगे, छीन कर तेरी दौलत 2 ही गज कफन देंगे, जिनको अपना कहता है कब ये तेरे साथी है, कब्र है तेरी मंजिल और ये बाराती है, लाके कब्र में तुझको उर्दाबाद डालेंगे, अपने हाथों से तेरे मुंह पे खाक डालेंगे, तेरी सारी उल्फत को खाक में मिला देंगे, तेरे चाहने वाले कल तुझे भुला देंगे, इसलिए ये कहता हूं खूब सोच ले, दिल में क्यों फंसाए बैठा है जान अपनी मुश्किल में, कर गुनाहों से तौबा आके बस संभल जाए, दम का क्या भरोसा है जाने कब निकल जाए, मुट्ठी बांध के आने वाले मुट्ठी बांध के आने वाले हाथ फंसारे जाएगा, धन दौलत जागीर से तूने क्या पाया क्या पाएगा, चढ़ता सूरज धीरे धीरे ढलता है ढल जाएगा, चढ़ता सूरज धीरे धीरे ढलता है ढल जाएगा, ढल जाएगा ढल जाएगा, 2022 gone, 2023 also will be gone. Life is gone, life Not is not gone, going. My dear friends, stop, reflect what this year has taught you. Tell me on the call today, have you learned magic? Have you learned Pirlu? Have you learned how to flip from mind to consciousness? What have you learned this year? Do you remember? I want each one of you to tell me in the call today, in the next 30 minutes, tell me what you have learned. Remember, the year will not wait for you. Years have passed. Decades have passed. For me, over 50, 5 decades have gone. People don't know the meaning of a pentad. A pentad is 5 years. So 10 pentads have gone. 1 decade is 10 years. Pentad is 5 years. Before you know it, 1 pentad gone, another pentad gone. Life is passing. Do you know how many lives have gone? You don't know how many lives have gone. But this life is not yet gone. This life is in your hand. Don't lose it. This is a human birth. It's only the human birth who can get enlightenment on earth, who can attain God, who can attain SIP. My dear friends, to close, 2022 is coming to an end. 2023 is around the bend. Are you going to transcend? How your life are you going to spend? This year, are you going to get enlightened? This is the question I'm asking you. When 1 year is going to end, another year is around the bend, and you have to transcend, and your life you have to spend to be enlightened. Are you going to be enlightened? Let us discuss. Next week, I'm going to be talking to you on a new book I'm writing. It's called Conversations on Life with AiR. How people talk to me. A new book I'm writing in the new year. Conversations on Life with AiR. But that is going to be next Friday. Hopefully, we will spend time on this call. But today, I want to hear from you how your life has gone by and how your life is going by. Let us hear from you. Administrator will unmute everybody and yes, over to you. Who is the spiritual champion who is going to start?
Shiva, man.
Yes, Rajesh Shire. Please put your hands up. Whoever wants to speak. Rajesh Shire.
Sir, Shivam,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So I keep on writing, so I learned about Pilu, SIP, Ask, ABC, Grip, Key, AiR, and Mind. Many things. Whatever you say, I keep on writing. And also, of course, when you say Shire, I'm actually not Shire. I keep writing something which comes. So, जब से आपने इंजेक्शन दिया है तो ज्यादा लिखना चालू किया मैंने बोला.
Good. I tell Shire out of because I love you. Because I love you, I say Shire.
And then I know also my weakness, Few days back I wrote, लो पलट दूंगा सारी दुनिया मैं एक खुदा, पलट दूंगा सारी दुनिया है मैं खुदा, बस रजाई से निकलने की ताकत दे दे.
Very good. Beautiful.
I know my weakness. The first step is my weakness.
No, but
That
very
I
good.
have learned staying with you.
Rajesh, be inspired because maybe SIP told you to be shy. Maybe because you have become, for the group, you are a shire and you must continue. You must not, because see, let me tell you one thing, Rajesh. The shairi that's coming to you is coming through SIP. The SIP in you is giving the shire. There was a man, Rajesh, I used to have a professional music composer for bhajans. So the fellow used to get proposed, he used to get this professional composer used to come. The professional composer left one day. So I told my music player who plays the keyboard, I told him, you compose music. You know what he told me? Tum pagal hai kya? Main music player hu, main composer nahi hu. You know what I told him, Rajesh? I told him, tum compose mat karo, tum apna haath keyboard pe dalo. तुम अपना हाथ कीबोर्ड पे डालो, म्यूजिक कंपोजिशन खुद हो जाएगा. From that day, he has composed more than 300 tunes. He cannot believe himself. He cannot believe, and he knows that it is not him who is doing it, The moment we become a divine instrument, Rajesh, so you are, please continue trying to write these couplets and this, but do it for SIP. My request to you, somebody tells me to sing a song which is not SIP, I don't sing. I refuse. Somebody tells me to write a book which is not SIP, I refuse. Somebody tells me to write a quote which is not SIP, I refuse. I write poems, quotes, songs, bhajans, books only for SIP. Nothing. What is? Dr. Girdhar. Dr. Girdhar says, what is SIP? Dr. Girdhar, SIP means SIP, Supreme Immortal Power. When the moment we say God, Girdhar doctor, the moment we say God, what happens? In that moment, we start thinking of Krishna, Shiva, Ganesha, Hanuman. I don't see Dr. Girdhar on the call. Is there? Okay. Dr. Ayush, I hope you can hear me, Dr. Girdhar. So, the moment we say SIP, you don't see any image of Ganesha or Shiva or Kali Ma, like Ramakrishna Paramahansa used to say Kali Mata. So SIP is a supreme immortal power, which the world calls God. If you ask a Christian, they will think Jesus. If you ask Ram Bhakt, he will think Ram. If you ask Krishna Bhakt, he will think Krishna. No, all gods are SIP. All gods are part of SIP, the supreme immortal power that is birthless, that is deathless, that is beginningless, that is endless, that is nameless, that is formless. Prabhu paas hai, kan kan mein hai, Prabhu hai Shakti, Sarva Shakti wo hai. So Dr. Girdhar, I hope it is clear. This is SIP. If you have a question, you can ask. You're also asking, do you have a manual? We have several books and we can give you a book. The administrator is pasting the number. You can WhatsApp us on the number. I think Dr. Girdhar is new to the call. You can WhatsApp us on the number, which is 55555.
I come first time, sir.
Yes, sir.
I come first time. I come first time to this meeting.
How did you come, sir, on this meeting?
I don't know. Some lady called me in the morning and she asked whether I would like to join. I said yes.
Okay, very good. I hope it's making sense to you. Its call is every day. And if you would like any manual or any book, we will be able to send it to you. Just send us your address by WhatsApp, and with our compliments, we will send you the books to start following the path. This is not religion. We are above religion. We are spirituality. Spirituality means realizing that God is inside you. God is SIP. God is a supreme immortal power.
Immortal power.
Yeah, SIP. And you can ask any question that you like in this call. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. Rumataji, yes, Rumataji.
Pranam Guruji, Shivoham.
Namaskar, bataiye Rumataji.
Guruji, you say you come every day to Zoom call and you learn from us something.
Yes.
But
yes.
Here it is the reverse. We have understood and realized everything, whatever we have come to know from you.
Yes.
So we are very lucky and fortunate to have you as my Guru. You have changed my life, really.
I am not a guru. I am just a postman.
But I take you as my Guru, and I think you will keep on writing like this beautiful books and beautiful bhajans, which I love the most. And may God give you more and more strength to continue this.
Thank you, Rumataji.
Thanks a lot for everything you did for us, and you do for us, and you will do for us.
Rumataji, SIP appears through you to teach me. That's why every day through the presence of SIP in you, I learn. And with the grace of SIP, we have made a new pen drive with 300 bhajans, about 300 bhajans, and very soon we'll be able to give you this pen drive, which will, once it's ready, maybe in a day or two, we should give you 300 beautiful bhajans on a pen drive. Last time the quality was not good, so we have made a good quality pen drive, hopefully, where you will have the bhajans.
And thanks for sending me bhajan so quickly and promptly. I can't express my thanks to you because it is very difficult to do everything to everyone so promptly and so quickly. May God give you strength. My blessings are always there because I am elder to you and I am Ma. So my blessings are always with you.
Thank you, Rumataji. Thank you. And we are all sick. We are all Atma. We are all appearing as elder and mother and brother and sister and man and woman. But the truth is, we are all the divine soul. We are spark of unique life, SOUL. So Dr. Giridhar, who's new on the call, the meaning of soul, SOUL, means spark of unique life. We all have a unique soul. Your soul is different, my soul is different, but both souls come from God, come from SIP and go back to SIP. So good. Who else is going to ask us questions today? We have few minutes more. Ruth Anu. Yes, Ruth Anu.
Guruji, thank you so much. Today, I had root canal, but I did not suffer that much. I was saying to myself again and again that my body is suffering, I am not suffering. And so I was in safe hands and I was in a happy state of mind.
Very good. I'm happy. So even when you have a root canal, you are not having root canal. Your body is having, your tooth is having.
Yes, yes, Guruji.
Good. That is the way to fight. See, the moment if we become the mind, the mind starts killing us and drilling us. Correct? Yes. But the moment we separate ourselves from the mind, we reach a state of consciousness. The moment you reach that state of consciousness, then you know what the mind is telling is just one drama. Then there is no more trauma. There is no trauma because you realize it's all a drama. And then ultimately, in the end of the day, my dear friends, whether you do root canal or you don't do root canal, if I have cancer or don't have cancer, end of the day, we have to go. End of the day, nobody will be here. Everybody has to go. It's a show. It's Maya. It's Leela. Why we don't realize this? Why we don't realize this?
We are so much in the pleasures of life.
Yeah, but we should realize we are chasing after pleasures which will not be ours. We are chasing after shadows. What we are chasing after is shadows. And the consciousness in which we can be, we are missing that. What is the use? At the end of the day, you may have all the shadows, but the shadows are of no use. Okay, so we have Atmatray and then Bhavar Purohit.
Thank you, Guruji.
Atmatray and then we have a new person, Bhavar Purohit. Atmatray, bolo.
Okay, Shivam, sir.
Shivam.
In the year 2022, I have experienced growth in my spiritual life. Initially, I was up to 50%, but nowadays I feel 80 to 90% growth.
Very good.
Yesterday, my mind was disturbed, but I think my mind is disturbed. I am not.
Very good.
I am a peaceful.
And
this. Bolo.
We must not let the mind disturb us. The mind's job is to disturb us.
Yes.
So we must not allow it. Continue.
So I got a realization that my mind is disturbed, but I am not. I am a peaceful soul, and I have continued in consciousness because the teachings of AiR, we have reached that level. I think so.
Atmatray, when we are troubled, you know who is troubled? The body is troubled, the mind is troubled, and the ego is troubled. Who suffers? Who suffers? Body, mind, ego. Can the soul suffer? Can the soul suffer?
No, sir.
But why do we suffer? Because we relate ourselves to the body, mind, and ego.
Correct.
The moment we realize we are the divine soul, then there is no suffering.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Atmatray. Anything else?
You.
Mr. Bhavar Purohit, it's your time to ask question. Mr. Bhavar Purohit. Please unmute your mic. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Today, I connected with you incidentally, and like one of my colleague was telling that I got a call, and I immediately told, okay, I will be there. So by 7:29, I connected through
Thank
you.
you.
I mean, through Zoom with you,
Yeah.
and I really blessed that I got such a beautiful thoughts from your side. And you perfectly said that we should keep ourselves from our body to soul, and we should not get worried.
Ah,
What's going on is all God wish,
correct.
or not ours.
Yeah.
Uh, you I mean sensitize us very beautifully that
Thank
you got only 60 minutes. I mean, sorry, 60 seconds, 1 minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
And time is passing. Really, we people have, I mean, always forget that we don't have much time, and we time pass, like word
Mm,
you use. I
mm.
really hate this word. People say I'm time passing. I'm passing the time. So it's not,
Yeah.
I mean, a good gesture. So thank you very much. Uh,
Thank you for
Connecting.
joining. This call is
Uh,
every day at 8 o'clock, and on Fridays it's at 7:30. Who told you about this call? May I know?
uh, no, I got a call. In fact, I shown my interest
Okay. Okay.
in Facebook or somewhere. I got
Okay.
one.
Very good. That doesn't matter.
Want to? Yeah,
As
yeah.
long as please come and give us your blessings and come and ask questions and come and participate, because this group wants mukti and moksha and nirvana. This is the group for we are not a religious group. We are
Yes,
a
yes, I
spiritual
understand.
group.
I am
Yeah?
fully agree with you that we got such a beautiful uh, Manav Jan,
Very good.
which is very precious, and nobody. I mean, everybody can't say that I'm next in my next birth. I will be a human
Correct.
being. Not. I mean, it's not a.
Easy thing.
I
Yeah.
mean, correct. Yeah, easy thing to get.
Yeah.
So, by the virtue of our previous good deeds, we are here
Correct.
as a
Absolutely.
human being, and
Yeah.
we should not forget God, and we should not forget that we have to use it for getting
Very
uh, like other sadhus and other people, those who are worried about all these. They punaram janmam punam maranam, मतलब पुनः जन्म पुनः मरण, यही यही एक जीवन का, आई मीन मानव आत्मा का
हाँ.
यही एक सिलसिला बन गया है
हाँ.
कि हम फिर से जन्म लेते हैं, फिर से मरते हैं, फिर से जन्म लेते हैं, फिर से मरते हैं. तो इट्स नॉट गुड फॉर सोल. Soul should be purified, and we should always try to reach to the Almighty.
Correct. Absolutely.
Thank you very
So
much.
you are a
Thank
realized
you.
person. You are speaking so well. Atma should become one with Paramatma. But
Yes,
if
yes.
as long as we are caught in the body, mind, and ego, we become slaves. So every day we are taking a lot of effort here. You, all the people in this group are taking a lot of effort how to escape, how to get mukti, and how to attain moksha. So please join us every day. Whenever you can join, please join us. The call is every day.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Krishan.
And God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You are SIP. You are
Thank
God.
you
You
so
are the
much.
SIP. Krishan, batao Krishan.
Shivam, sir.
Shivam, sir.
Sir, my question is that after the information and knowledge, we have to develop wisdom. How can we develop wisdom in our life?
After we get knowledge you can even get in a college. So knowledge you can get in a college, you can get in any book. Correct, Kishan? You can get knowledge anywhere. This knowledge has to become realization.
Yeah.
The word is realization. Realization means you have to get that anubhuti. Because, for example, I can suppose you are such a learned person. How much you speak in the call. I appreciate all you talk, such beautiful words you talk. For example, I remember you telling we are not body, mind, ego, we are divine soul, all good things you are talking. But by anybody talking this, you can get enlightenment, but you cannot get liberation. For liberation, you need realization. Realization means that in that spark, in that head, that light should come on. That, see, when you realize, no, Krishan, when you realize, you don't have to memorize. You don't have to analyze. It means it becomes, when you have knowledge, you know. When you realize, you do. What is the difference? When if you have knowledge, but you're not doing it, that means you don't realize it. Suppose today, you have knowledge. You got lot of cold, somebody's got bad cold. You have the knowledge that by taking steam inhalation, your cold will go. Pakka. If you take steam inhalation 3 times a day, your cold will go. But you don't take the steam inhalation for 3 days and you're still sick. What it means, although you have the knowledge, you don't have the realization. And if you don't have the realization, then you will not do it. And if you don't do it, then how can you get liberation? Liberation will come only when the realization is the realization is action. So that is the difference. In wisdom, you will not just suppose today whatever I'm preaching. If I'm only preaching, any use? Any use if I'm preaching? No. It has to be in my life. It has to be practiced in my life. Then only it can make sense. Otherwise, it can't make sense. Okay. I hope you got the point.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Good. We have who else has got questions? We have few more minutes to close. Year is coming to an end, my dear friends. Rekha Parwani. The year is coming to an end. Last Zoom call of 2022. So no, we have one more call tomorrow. Sorry, one more ask tomorrow is there. But last Friday call. Rekha Parwani.
Shivoham AiR.
Shivoham.
In 2022, I accepted surrender to SIP.
Very good.
I came back to consciousness immediately when the mind was troubling me.
Mm-hmm.
And I love SIP.
Mm-hmm.
But I have made a resolution and I made up myself strong.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm beyond only for 2023. I am going to attain.
I could not hear you. So 2023, what do you want to attain?
SIP. I'm going to priority only yearn for SIP and nobody else, nothing else.
You are already SIP. You know, Rekha Parwani, you are already SIP. There was a beautiful, Rekha Parwani, there was an amazing sculptor in Europe. And once they gave him a golden award for sculpting a statue. You know what he said? He said, I have not done anything. They said, what do you mean you've not done anything? He said, you're giving me a golden award. All I did was the statue was already inside the rock. I just removed the unnecessary pieces. The statue was already there inside the rock. Do you realize it?
Yes.
Do you realize you are already SIP?
Yes.
You have to, the moment you drop the body, mind, ego, you don't need to become SIP. You are already SIP. The statue is inside the rock. We just have to chip the unnecessary pieces. And if we chip the unnecessary pieces, the treasure is already inside. I want to ask, thank you. I want to ask Harmohan. Harmohan, you said yesterday you want to ask a question. Harmohan, would you like to ask a question? Or you were not able to join? I'm not sure. You want to ask any question, Harmohan Singh? Or you just wanted to join? You can unmute. If you want to speak, unmute. Please unmute and speak. Yes,
सर आपकी जो बातें हैं वो मेरे सिर के ऊपर जा रही हैं जी। सारी बातें इंग्लिश में है जी।
अच्छा, तो हिंदी में भी आप पूछ सकते हैं। और सर के ऊपर हम ये बोल रहे हैं कि आप हरमोहन सिंह नहीं हैं।
हाँ जी।
आप कौन हैं?
मैं तो मुझे खुद नहीं पता जी मैं कौन हूँ।
तो आपका नाम हरमोहन सिंह है, लेकिन सच में तो आप एक आत्मा है। और वो
तो सर है।
हाँ, मैं
यही कह रहा हूँ ना, क्योंकि मुझे जब से मतलब कि पहले तो मैं बिल्कुल ठीक था जी। जब से 2017 से मेरा एक्सीडेंट हुआ है, उसके बाद मतलब कि सब कुछ पीछे वाला खत्म हुआ। उसके बाद ना तो किसी चीज में ध्यान जाता है। मैंने पहले मेडिटेशन भी करना है जी।
क्या एक्सीडेंट हुआ?
मेरी मतलब के कार के साथ हमारी टक्कर हो गई थी। तीन दोस्त थे हम जी। और एक की डेथ हो गई थी, एक बच गया था। मेरी टांग टूट गई, 3 जगह से फ्रैक्चर हो गया था जी।
तो अभी आप ठीक हैं? अभी ठीक हो रहे हैं या क्या है?
अभी तो ठीक है सर, काम कुम करते हैं जी, कारपेंटर का काम करते हैं अभी तो जी हम।
तो हरमोहन, आपने बोला मेरी टांग टूटी। आपकी टांग नहीं टूटी, आपकी शरीर की टांग टूटी।
हाँ जी, वो तो है सर।
तो जब आप इस कॉल पे अगर आप आएंगे, आप सीखेंगे कि आपको जिंदगी से कैसे लड़ना है, और क्या बनना है। आप तो सचमुच
सर
आप तो
एक बात समझ में आती
हाँ जी
है, बाकी सब तो ठीक है, लेकिन कभी कभी ये हो जाता है कि खुश नहीं रहा जाता जी।
खुश नहीं होते हैं।
हाँ जी, देखते हैं मतलब खुश भी रह लेते हैं, लेकिन दूसरा कहता है कि तुझे क्या हुआ है, क्या सोच रहा है, सोच भी रहे होते हैं कि, लेकिन बाद में यही नहीं समझ में आता कि सोच क्या रहा था मैं।
अच्छा, तो आप ऐसा कीजिए, आप इस कॉल में 2-4 दिन आइए, फिर हम आपसे और भी बात करेंगे।
ठीक है,
ठीक है, आप कॉल पे जब भी हो
ठीक है
सकता
सर,
है, आप
धन्यवाद सर।
आइए, आप आइए, और आपको आप हिंदी में आप कुछ भी सवाल पूछ सकते हैं, और आप हम कई बार हिंदी में भी बोलते हैं, तो आपको समझ आएगा।
हाँ
और
जी,
1-2 दिन अगर आप ये
ठीक
कॉन्सेप्ट
है
आपको
जी,
समझ में आएगा, फिर मैं आपसे बात करूंगा, तो आप ज्यादा कुछ होगा। तो 2-4 दिन में आप आइएगा, ठीक है?
ठीक है
थैंक यू,
सर, ठीक है
थैंक यू
जी,
Arman, थैंक यू। So who else would like to ask
थैंक
questions?
यू।
Last Friday call of the year. Who's asking me questions? Yes, Ruth Anu, and then Rekha.
Guruji, what should be our resolution 2023?
It all depends where you are. If a person like you has already realized the truth, if a person like you is already enlightened, then you don't have to ask for enlightenment, you have to ask for liberation. If a person like you feels you have still not reached that enlightenment state, then you have to reach first enlightenment and then liberation. You have to first evaluate where you are. So my request to you in the next 24 hours, all of you, try to take stock. See, sometimes when you go shopping for your house, you don't go straight away and buy atta, bread, eggs, whatever, and come. You take a stock. You go to the stock room, you open the fridge, makhan hai ki nahi hai. Agar already 4 piece makhan ka hai, 4 packet hai, you will not buy more makhan and come. Or if bread box is empty, you will buy bread. Or chawal mein bahut chawal. So take a stock of the situation. Where are you? What you have, what you don't have. Take a stock in this subject of enlightenment. Take a stock and see what is missing. Then tomorrow we have one more day. Tomorrow we can have the question answer on what is the new year going to be. So tomorrow we can ask this reflections on. I can spend one more day tomorrow with you on these questions, provided you are not interested. Provided you spend the day today, one day from today to tomorrow, you spend the day in analyzing your life. Where are you? What you want to be? Then we can make it useful tomorrow. We can have a discussion what the new year is going to be. We can continue but that all depends. How many of you want this particular
No,
session?
continue, sir. Continue. Continue
so-
tomorrow, please.
So we
I'm
but so-
remembering, I'm
Yes.
remembering last year when it was going to be New Year, I was talking about my resolutions. But this year, I don't know what to do.
see, you have to realize where you are, where you want to go. You know what you want in life, that much you know, or you don't know what you want?
I know.
You want SIP, you want moksha,
Yes.
mukti, nirvan, or you want
Yes,
something
yes.
else?
No, I want this one.
Most people on this call, I can tell you, want that. I can't guarantee. I can't tell all of you want moksha, all of you want mukti. I can't guarantee, right? How can I guarantee for all 100 people on the call? But most people on this call, they want SIP, they want liberation, they want freedom from misery. And how to get it? So you have to tell me, are you still suffering? Like how Atmatrai said yesterday, the mind attacked him. So the mind can attack, but Atmatrai said, no, I told the mind, hello, no problem. No, you are the mind. I don't want you to grind me. So I am Atma. I am Atmatrai. I am not Dattatray. Don't you come to Dattatray. Dattatray is not there. I am Atmatray. Atma does not suffer. Atma is free from suffering. But can we be like Atma? Suppose Ashok Chotwani may have suffering, but the Atma of Ashok Chotwani cannot have suffering. So if Girish wants to be liberated from misery, the Atma has to be active. If you are the Atma, the soul in Girish, if you are the spirit in Girish, the soul in Girish. But if you become the body, mind, ego, surely we will suffer. I suffer. If I become body, mind, ego, I suffer. I'm telling you, the moment I become the mind, I suffer. The moment I become air, there is no suffering. But it's not easy to be air. It's not easy. It is an effort. It needs to be in yoga. It needs a person to be in silence. It needs a person to have bhakti. It needs a person to use the intellect for discrimination. It needs mumukshutva. It needs the deep yearning for liberation and for SIP. It's possible. But the moment we fall in bhoga, we will suffer. The moment we move from consciousness to mind, we will suffer. But the moment we are in consciousness, gold coin came on. So the moment we move into, we made a new coin in gold, mind to consciousness for the new year. So we want to help people to flip over. So another 5 minutes questions. Rekha Chaudhary.
Shubhankar,
Sure.
This 2022 I've become enlightened.
Very good.
Now, for liberation, what is the process? How to do?
Liberation means you must take the enlightenment of what you say you are enlightened. Being enlightened means you must realize you are not Rekha Chaudhary. You are the Atma. That is the meaning of enlightenment. Enlightenment means Bliko must know, I am not Bharat. I am Bharat living in consciousness. Liberation means you are able to destroy BME. You are able to kill the body, mind, and ego. The moment you are able to take out the body, mind, and ego, you are liberated. You become a Jivan Mukta. You become a Sthit Pragya. So, to become a Jivan Mukta, to become a Sthit Pragya, you have to do 3 murders. How many murders? You have to do 3 murders. Girish, what are the 3 murders, Girish?
Body, mind, and ego. BME.
Correct. So and in these 3 murders, the police will not catch you. If you murder your own body, body means senses. You murder the senses of your body, the desires, the senses. So if you are able to kill the body, kill the senses, kill the mind, kill the ego. I think we should not say kill body, because somebody in this call goes and kill body, then they put me in jail. So you don't have to kill the body, you have to kill the senses. SME. Senses, mind, and ego.
If
So
not karma will catch you.
Karma will catch you, and then karma will catch you and latch you, and it will bring you back again and again and again and again and again. Okay, yes, Chidanand. Thank you, Rekha. Chidanand.
Shivam Guruji.
Shivam, sir.
I was about to say the same thing, but in a different perspective.
Tell, sir.
Body, mind, ego, because I just experienced it, you know about it. Body, mind, ego, I surrendered. I didn't kill it. I surrendered to you moment you say somebody give. And I have a intuitive this thing that when that accident happened, it's very difficult to say that anybody will say I am alive. But SIP protects it.
Because you surrender.
In you, because that's the only way the moment you identify a Sadguru, as I say, the person, Guru who is already in Sat. So my realization is the SIP protects. Body, mind, ego doesn't suffer. It doesn't suffer. What the scriptures say, once you are realized of this thing, you don't suffer. I feel where Prarabdha was actually aligned to make me suffer. But moment I killed by surrendering it to the Guru, the Guru protected.
Yeah, the problem is we don't surrender. No, Chidanand, you surrendered. Because you surrendered. The problem is we don't surrender.
Yes.
Now, this Cyrus Mistry, he also had car accident. What happened?
Yes.
He was in a Mercedes car with the best kind of protection system. Today they were telling me some other cricketer also had accident. Who was it? I don't know. What is the name of the cricketer?
Rishabh Pant.
Yeah.
So he had some accident, but I don't know. Nothing happened. He's nothing serious, I hope. But Chidanand walked out of the accident like a Superman, like a phantom of the opera. He just walked out like that. So this is the grace. This is the grace. This is called the 4th factor. What happens is the mind makes us live with fear. Now COVID is back. 2023, again, COVID has come back. And people are coming back to live with fear. New COVID, new strain. Easily people get fooled. But we have to transcend the mind. We have to transcend the ego and the body. So what Chidanand said, I told SIP, I surrender. Whether we surrender to SIP or we surrender to the representative of a SIP. When I used to be with my guru, I used to give my guru I used to hand over my life. I say, Guru, you are my God on earth. Because the Guru is the one who takes us from Gu to Ru. That's all. Otherwise, there's no difference. Me and my Guru, both are Atma, both are Paramatma. There is no difference. The Guru has a little bit more enlightened. The Guru is the same person. Guru and me and my Guru, there is no difference. Huh? What happened when they asked Hanuman? Huh? एक दिन हनुमान से पूछा श्री राम ने, तुम्हारा मुझसे क्या है नाता? हनुमान ने कहा, प्रभु दास हूँ आपका। हनुमान ने कहा, प्रभु दास हूँ आपका, पर जब जान गया मैं हूँ आत्मा, जब जान गया मैं हूँ आत्मा। Then he tells Ram, मैं भी एक आत्मा, आप भी तो एक आत्मा है, फर्क नहीं है हमारा। राम जी प्रसन्न हुए हनुमान के एहसास से कि दोनों सच में परमात्मा, परमात्मा। We are all Paramatma. Do we realize it? We are all Paramatma. We are all Atma. But as long as we are caught in the body, mind, ego, we are stuck. So, my dear friends, Rumata ji, bataiye. I hope last question. Bataiye.
Guruji, the greatest change I have felt in myself is let go of things. Earlier, to things which I used to get irritated or response, now I have stopped that. Now that things are not troubling me. So this is the greatest change you have brought.
Oh, that is a very big change. Don't think it is a small change. For somebody, how Atmatrai told yesterday, something was troubling him, and you know, when something troubles us, it doesn't trouble. It trouble. It's like that. It doesn't just trouble. Trouble. Doesn't leave. The mind will not leave. This is called anxiety. This is called stress. Rumataji, if you are able to overcome the mind which is troubling you, oh, it is a big, the one who has conquered the mind has conquered the world.
I only trouble my mother, I think. I am the big trouble of my mother's life, I feel.
No, not like that, not like that, Guruji. But not that I have conquered mind, but I try to keep myself calm and quiet.
So, Rumataji, that is what we have to work in 2023. We have to reach a state of liberation. In the state of liberation, Rumataji, the caterpillar cannot say, "Kabhi kabhi mujhe butterfly mein mujhe lagta hai main butterfly hu." The caterpillar cannot say, "Sometimes I feel like butterfly." We have to shed the skin of the cat.
We have to become butterfly.
We have to become, the metamorphosis is required. We have to kill the mind, still the mind. The mind should not exist. It's very difficult. It's not easy.
Not exactly conquered, but to very extent, I try to keep myself.
So we have to kill the mind. We have to kill the mind. We have to still the mind. And when you kill the mind, you still the mind, you reach that state of consciousness.
You have sent the bhajan to me. Whole day I was listening again and again, and it was so nice.
Good. So my dear friends, tomorrow we will spend some time. I will plan out a topic which is going to be for the new year, and a similar question answers about how we are not going to talk about the year that is over. Tomorrow the day will be over, 8 o'clock in the night. What is the new year going to be? I'm going to ask you this question, and all of you will come prepared. Tomorrow's subject is, Administrator, what is the new year going to be for me? What is the new year going to be for me? Not mind and ego me, but what is the new year going to be for small me? Big me is mind and ego. I'm putting small me means what is the new me? I am the divine Atma, the soul. Each of you please come forward with your plans, what you want the new year. Ashok Nichani, I see you now. Please come forward, all you enlightened beings, all of you come tomorrow and speak few words also, but speak few words, but come tomorrow prepared. What is the new year going to be? My dear friends, you have only one day. Today to tomorrow is only one day. After the call tomorrow, the year is over and the new year starts. So before the new year starts, let us discuss tomorrow in question answers. What is the new year going to be? With that note and with folded hands, I bow down to you.